Welcome to the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. Get ready to be inspired, uplifted, and connected to the miraculous energy of unconditional love that I call Mother Mary. If you're a highly sensitive, highly creative entrepreneur or light worker, and you want to magnify your impact and your intuition, you are in the right place. I'm your host, Reverend Frances Faden, interfaith minister, intuitive coach, and author of Meditation is Friendship with God. I can't wait to share miraculous stories, books, meditations, messages, and interviews with other miraculous light workers just like you. Are you ready to magnify your miracles? What are we waiting for? Let's get started. Hello, my miraculous friend. This is Reverend Frances Faden, and I just wanted to jump on quickly before this episode begins to let you know some amazing news, which is that my store is finally up. That means that you can now find your favorite meditations from the podcast. I've had them edited down so you don't have to go through all the beginning and everything. The 4 most popular ones are now available on my store, and I'm going to be adding more to those as time goes on. So you can go to francesfaden.com/store, and they're there for you. You can purchase them and have them with you, and you don't have to listen to the beginning and end of the podcast. And these are the most popular ones. And again, I will be adding to these, and I'm going to be recording ones specifically just to be available on the store. So check it out. Let me know what you think, and thank you so, so much. Hello, my miraculous friend, and welcome to another episode of the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. This is Reverend Frances Faden, and I'm so grateful that we get to spend this time today helping you to magnify your miracles. We're going to be talking about a really fun and amazing book today. I can't wait to share it with you. It's called Crystal Angels 444 by Alana Fairchild. Wow, this is going to be so fun to share it with you. Before we do that, let's just take a deep breath together. Get ourselves grounded and centered, breathing in that energy of expansion, breathing out anything we no longer need, and just allowing ourselves to open up our body, mind, spirit to receive whatever beautiful message we're going to get today. So knowing that that's exactly what's going to happen, let's take one more deep breath in gratitude. And we can begin. So my friend, you know that I love Oracle cards. I'm a big fan of Oracle cards. And one of my favorite Oracle card creators is Alana Fairchild. She makes the most, I just channels them. They're just so, so good. The Mother Mary Oracle is one of my favorites, but I also got the crystal deck that she has, and I have several of her decks. They're amazing. Well, she's got this book that is called Crystal Angels 444, and it's one of a series of 3 books that are combining crystals and healing and working with angels. The other ones I think have to do with the divine feminine, and then she has one that's at the Ascended Masters. So I think it's Angels is one of them, Ascended Masters is one, and Divine Feminine is the other. But this is the one that's the Crystal Angels. And it's focused on healing. And so for those of you who know, who work with me, Mother Mary's number 444, I always associate that number with her. That's how Mother Mary says hello to me, was the number 4. So when I saw this book, I was like, ooh, I have to get this book. And you know that crystals have been talking to me lately. So this book is so beautiful. And what we're going to do, rather than me just like reading something to you, we're going to do this like a reading, like we're going to get a message. So I will share with you that the beautiful crystals that are here, she's got beautiful pictures of them in the front. So this book is gorgeous, by the way. Beautiful pictures in the front. And then she's got the angel that goes with it and what the healing is for it. And so I believe that these pictures also go with the Crystal Oracle deck that she has as well. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to randomly open this book to a page, and I'm going to ask Divine Mother right now. I'm going to say, Divine Mother, please guide me And whatever our miraculous listeners need to hear today, guide me to the page and the message that is for them. And then I'm going to randomly open this. And I've talked about this before, that you can use books as an oracle. All right. So I opened it up to page 140. And this is with Polychrome Jasper and the Angel Kaliel, How to Get Out of a Rut. So I'm going to read this to you. I'm going to look to see. I've never heard of this Polychrome Jasper. It says, Polychrome Jasper is the energy of playfulness, and it is the gift of divine play. And Angel Kaliel is the angel of laughter. And just to give you a little bit of a sense, at the beginning of this chapter on page 133, it says, we bring you the gift of a new perspective and fresh energy, lifting you from struggle into a place of lightness and glee. Laughter and play each and every day helps keep despair and boredom away. We have come to tell you that everything is all right. You do not have to worry, nor do you need to fight. Let us reveal the humor reaching out through the darkness of worry and doubt that wishes to show you there is nothing that you are without. You have all that you need. You have all that you want, just waiting to be discovered within you right now. When you relax and play, which we know takes great trust, we can help you on your way. Why struggle when you can be lifted by us? Let's make your journey easier. Let us help you on your way. Come spend time with us, beloved. Come enjoy divine play. So each chapter has many different aspects. So she talks about Jasper qualities and then the healing property. So I'm going to read to you the healing property of Polychrome Jasper. It says, Polychrome Jasper is a colorful looking stone with comforting properties that both ground and bring energy to the body, whilst calming and balancing the chakras and energy field. They help nurture and protect, and to me are gifts directly from the Divine Mother to her divine children, which is you and me. Jasper supports us like lattice supports a rose bush. It helps us to grow our soul light into full expression on earth. It brings comfort to any emotional difficulty and any psychological struggle. It soothes the body when it's tired, balances it when it has been over-energized. It helps repair the energy field after much exertion, trauma, or after a period of life where great endurance has been required. And it mostly reminds us of the amazing regenerative power of play. So, and then it says the angel Kaliel is the angel of laughter and joy. He's also an angel that teaches presence. He says that with presence, joy and laughter become easier and more healing. And she says, when I called upon him, I felt a peaceful expansion in my heart and a gentle swaying of my body that was so delightful. I just sat open-mouthed and allowed his presence to have its effect. All right. So this is the page that I opened it to, which says, the healing. Life is divine play. When you are a receptive and open being, sensitive to energy, which most of you reading this book will be, perhaps more than you realize, habit can be comforting. In fact, in an age of so much uncertainty, helpful habits are essential. They can form the basis of what sustains and nourishes you, allowing you to then be spontaneous and unscripted in other areas of your life, without feeling like you are rudderless or lacking in stability. However, sometimes we outgrow our habits and they get to be a bit stifling. If they have served their purpose, but you are still caught up in the momentum of habit and finding it a bit hard to break free, you may feel like your life is getting a bit stale and is in need of something fresh and new. So perhaps there were external habits or practices that you used before you developed an ability to feel internally comforted. Now those external forms are unnecessary, much like outgrowing a teddy bear you had as a child. Or perhaps you just want to upgrade and revise some habits because you feel bored, lacking inspiration, or in need of some fresh adventure in your life. Perhaps you just intuitively feel that you are restless, in a bit of a rut, and want to see what else life has to offer you. To accept new possibilities in life, we have to be willing to surrender old patterns, to be willing to create new habits. We might even be more radical and practice opening up to life less from habitual patterns and more from present moment spontaneous responses. If we want to have more genuine healing fun in our lives, we need to be able to be inspired and willing for that inspiration to shake up our world a little. We need just enough rattling to dislodge old patterning. We can choose to create this for ourselves by letting go of how we have always done things. Some routine can be very helpful indeed, but a little spontaneity can also be very good for us. We all vary in our ability to process change. We even vary in our ability to manage change at different times in our lives. This healing calls upon the wisdom of higher beings, the crystal angels in your own soul, to assist with calling in the change and opening you up to the change that will serve you best. To try to decide what change is needed may be less helpful than receiving the change that happens through this healing process in a more organic, spiritually guided way. Another way to say this is, change is what happens. It doesn't have to be forced, controlled, or contrived. Change isn't about our will. It is about our response. You don't have to force your way through any of this process. You need instead to trust yourself and your ability to respond and grow. So that is the page that I opened it up to, my friend. And every chapter, not only does it have an angel and a crystal, but it also has 3 different healing processes. So the first healing process is an emotional healing process. The next one is a chakra healing process. And the third one is a prayer and an affirmation. So I'm going to end by reading the prayer affirmation. To invoke the healing power of Polychrome Jasper and Angel Kaliel at any time, you can repeat the following affirmation quietly in your mind or out loud. And if you want to, you can do it while you're clapping your hands or jumping up and down. Colors of life and love, I am at play with you now. Colors of life and love, I am at play with you now. All right, my friend. So that is the book that I'm recommending. So fun. There's so many ways that you can work with it. You can do it what I just did. You can add it to your work as a healer if you're a healer, to your crystal work, to your angel work, whatever it might be. I find it to be so helpful and right on whenever I use it as an oracle. So again, that is the Crystal Angels 444, Healing with the Divine Power of Heaven and Earth by Alana Fairchild. And there is a link to it in my show notes if you want to go there to connect with that, and you can get that there if you like. Thank you so much for tuning in today, my friend. It is my great joy to get to be with you and help you to magnify your miracles. If you did enjoy this episode, please feel free to share it with anyone you know who might benefit from hearing it. And thank you so much for everything you do to support my work. You really are such a blessing in my life. Remember that the key to magnifying your miracles is knowing that your miracle is already here, my friend. God bless you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. I'm so grateful to be able to spend this time with you. If you want even more inspiration, feel free to visit my website, francisfaden.com or magnifyyourmiracles.com. And if you did enjoy this episode, I would really appreciate it if you left a review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever it is that you connect with awesome podcasts. Remember, the key to magnifying your miracles is remembering that your miracle is already here.